Hello YouTubers, my name is Reality and today I am going to be showing you all of the different types of Java variables. Let's begin. I've created a pre-made Java class that handles all the variable types. I will be displaying the results of these variables as system.out.println statements to the console. Basic syntax for all variables goes like this. It goes type, then name, then an equals sign, and then the value. And don't forget the semicolon at the end. There are a few exceptions with variables like float and char, which I'll go into later on in this video. First one we'll start with is the smallest of variables, and that is the byte. The byte is only 8 bits in size, or as its name states, 1 byte. It can be declared by typing byte num equals 9 semicolon. I have also displayed its range from min to max value, as you can see here. Second, we have the short. Nope, not like the stock market, this will not double your money, but it does double in size. Short is 16 bits or 2 bytes, but one thing you'll notice is its range does not double, but actually increases much more. Well, why is this? Well, 1 byte, which is 8 bits, is really 2 to the power of 8. So when we do 2 to the power of 16, which is 16 bits or 2 bytes, we are not doubling, but instead multiplying it by 2 8 more times. So why do we have many types of different variables of different sizes? Well, on lower level languages, memory optimization could be key. In most cases though, we'll just be using integers. Third, we have integers or ints. Ints are 32 bits or 4 bytes in size. The range is now much bigger, and this will be the most common variable you will run into or use. Last, for the whole number variables, we have longs, which is 64 bits or 8 bytes. Moving on, we have the float. Float is interesting because it allows us to store decimal points. We are no longer limited to just whole numbers. But there's a catch. We need to declare with an f at the end of the value. This is because we need to cast it as a float. We can do this by also explicitly casting as float by putting it in brackets at the front. Floats are only 32 bits or 4 bytes, and since it holds decimal points, we tend to use its bigger brother, the double. The double works the same but doesn't require any casting. It is 64 bits or 8 bytes. This is commonly used in Java for holding decimal numbers. But let's say we don't want numbers. Well, we can use characters or chars. Commonly declared by typing char name equals single quotes c single quote and then semicolon. We can also call on its ASCII number. What is an ASCII number? In short, it's just a number associated with a character. I'll be making a video on ASCII numbers in the future, so make sure to hit subscribe and the bell icon to be notified for when that comes out. Characters are only 16 bits or 2 bytes, so super nice on space. Next we have a Boolean. This stores a 1 for true or a 0 for false. It is only 1 bit as we only need to store those 2 states. You'll find when storing Boolean values in databases, it will be represented as a 1 or a 0 as it is much easier than storing a string of false or true. Last we have is a string. Now a string is not a variable. Instead it is its own object. It's actually comprised of many characters. Luckily, Java has its own string object, but in programming languages like C, we don't have that luxury. Strings allow us to store words, sentences, paragraphs, and more. A string can even store a single letter. Just note though, you will be occupying more space as a string object can be much larger. Well, there you have it, the basics of Java's variables. Play around in your Eclipse environment. If you don't have Eclipse, it's free, and I have a video on how to download it, so go check that out. Well, that's it for this video. Please give this video a like if it helped, a comment if you have any questions, and subscribe if you want to learn more. Till next time, Virality out.